come and adjust it. Hi there, welcome to Pilates today. My name is Kim Hillard and I am an instructor at Four Seasons. We're going to go ahead and get started on our Pilates. We're going to work on some fundamentals, some basics today. So be prepared for that. Sorry, my camera needs a little adjusting. You might have to unscrew the thing and change it a little.
Now you can see the couch. Alright.
Okay, I'm just gonna start. Okay, so we're gonna bring the heels together and toes apart and zip up and wrap out those thighs. We're gonna inhale and exhale. Good. Breathe in through the nose, let the ribcage expand east to west, and exhale. Blow all of your air out before you bring it back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. A couple more times. Inhale, exhale. Good. Everything should be getting tighter and more engaged all the way in through the glutes. And exhale. Last breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. I want you to do a little bit of a reach out. Make sure you can see your thumbs out of your peripheral vision. And I just want you to reach side to side as though you're trying to touch your middle finger or your longest finger against the opposite wall. So keep your hips steady and just reach, shoulders back and down, and reach side to side. Reach and tap. Reach and touch. Good. Reach. And last time. Reach and reach. Good. Let's keep those arms out. Again, make sure you can see your thumbs. No, point the microphone toward me. And make little circles. Inhale forward and exhale around and up. 4, 5, and 6. Let's go the other way. Thank you, love. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And now we're just going to do a spinal twist. So I want you to think about only moving from the belly button up and keeping your hips steady and facing forward. Inhale, shoulders back, draw those abs up and in. Squeeze the upper thighs and squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Extend longer through those arms and exhale. 1, 2, 3. This already feels lovely this morning. And reach. 1, 2, 3. Belly button pulls up and in. Squeeze those legs and reach. 1, 2, 3. Look over each shoulder and reach. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze those thighs. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Belly button up and in. And reach. Inhale and exhale. Reach. Good. Now, bring one arm up and one arm over, and I just want you to extend your body over. Reach and go the other way. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. So here's where you get to be graceful and beautiful in your movement. Good. Almost there. And reach and out. Good. Bring those arms down. Roll your shoulders back and down. Perfect. Just a little bit of standing work here. We're going to do a little bit of single leg work. I want you to place your weight into your right foot, okay? So I want you to come nice and deep into that foot. I want you to think about your foot as being a tripod, right? Your big toe, your little toe, and your heel. So you're going to try to pull up through the arch and a little bend in this knee. Now your weight is over here. This leg should be a little bit easier to lift. So feel everything working. Not a locked knee, soft knee. Good, you hear it? It's soft and loud. It cracked there. So bring your arms wherever you need to, and you might even have a hand on the wall for some balance should you need it. I want you to place that toe forward and show me the inside of your leg there. Inhale and exhale, just lift it up and down. 6, 5, 4, abs tight, 3, and 2, and 1. Now bend that knee in and keep that toe pointed down and squeeze up. So I'm thinking about aiming that femur out and up. 6, 7, and 8. Good. Now extend and open to the side, trying to stay balanced and come down and up here. 8. So shoulders back, everything's tall. 6, put your hands where they're comfortable. 4, 3, 2, soften that knee a little bit more, and 1. Bend the knee and down and up here. 8, 7, should be a little harder for your balance. Good, so put those hands where you need them. 4, wherever works. 3, keep that knee right in alignment with the other one, last time, and 1. And now we're going to keep it bent and go behind. Shoulders back and squeeze back. 8, 7, 6, belly tighter. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lost it all the way there. Shake those legs out. Mine are a little bit tired from bar class last night. Maybe you joined me. Some of this is similar. Shoulders back, arms where you need them. Switch the weight. So all the way into your left leg this time. You're going to reach long through the big toe, little toe, heel. Pull up through the arch. Bend that knee, but feel the calf even engaging on that supported leg. Reach that toe long. Inhale and exhale, squeeze up. 8. Maybe the toe taps down, maybe it doesn't. Inhale. 4, inhale. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bend the knee, keep the toe down and squeeze up and out. 2, so it's coming from the hip. The knee is not hinging at all. Good. 3, and 2, and 1. Extend out to the side. Shoulders back, squeeze up. 8, 7. Use those abdominals. 6. Soft knee on that supported leg. 4, 3. Shoulders back and down. 2, and 1. You know what's next. Bend it, but keep it in alignment. So I don't want it way up here. Right in alignment with the knee. Here we go. Squeeze. 8, 7, 6. Abs tighter. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it bent. We're going to take it to the back. Squeeze back. 8, 7. Hitting the wall. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The instructor needs to work on her balance a little bit more as well. All right, so go ahead and kick those legs out. Roll the shoulders. We're going to bring the feet back into first position. And I want you to roll all the way down to the floor with the hands. And then we're going to roll all the way back, just warming up that spine a little bit. So reach long and tall. Pull the abs up and in as though they've originated between your legs there. Reach, tuck your chin. Now round through the back side of your shoulders. Pull your belly in tighter. 1 vertebra at a time. Like you're diving into the pool right next to your feet. Hands, if they can, touch the mat. Got fuzzies on my pants. Now pull your abs in tight and stack back up. Keep those knees soft. Stacking the joints. One right over the other. Belly in tight, scoop it out. Neck and head come up last. Now we're going to do the same thing, but I'm going to aim this hand toward the opposite foot. So left hand, right foot. Reach up, inhale, and exhale. Roll down slowly. Good. And bring that hand all the way next to the toes if you can. And then stack back up. Good, just leave the arm down and replace that shoulder and square yourself back off. We'll go to the other side. So reach up, inhale, and exhale down. Aim that arm toward the corner of the room away from you. One vertebra at a time, all the way down here. Belly button in tight, stack back up. Use your abdominals. Keep the hand pointing down on the way back up. Good. Hopefully you felt a little bit more warmth in your spine that way, right? Good. Now we're going to roll back and stand on our hands and flip over. You ready? Just kidding. Not really. I do want you to reach back, but you're not going to roll all the way back unless you can. If you can, impressive. You'll have to show me a video later. I cannot. So reach all the way up, and I just want you to bend back. Good. Breathe, and as you do so, try to get just a little bit deeper. Now, if it's hurting here, your abs are probably a little sore. If it's hurting into your small back, I don't want you to go too deep here. Just reach and come back up. Good. One more like that. So shoulders back. You're going to try to round as though you were trying to put your hands behind you to do a walkover. I don't think I've ever been able to do that. Maybe you can. Inhale and exhale. Round back. Keep breathing. Get a little deeper. And come back up slowly. And one. Perfect. Now stay this way on your mat, and we're going to come down right into our 100. So if you've done class with me before, you know that there's a few ways to get down. Today I'm going to do the squat method. So sometimes I'll take that foot behind me and then squat down. Today I'm just going to keep the feet in parallel. I'm going to squat all the way down until my hips are on my heels. Then I'm going to roll back, keeping the spine rounded. So just between the shoulder blades and the tailbone are touching the mat. And from there, we'll go into our 100. So if at any time you want to try some of these exercises in a different way, take the options. There's some changes that we can tweak if it feels better one way or another. All right, so shoulders back. I'm going to just squat. As I come deep, my heels come off the mat. And now I can put my hands back here, tuck down, roll back, and keep myself up. Head and shoulders are up. Reach long through the fingertips. Squeeze the knees together. Take them into tabletop. If you're brand new to Pilates, at some point you might want to put those feet down. That's great. Or extend. So I'm going to do a lot of different things today with my legs. Feel free to try some of them or not. All up to you. So reach long here, and we're going to inhale 5 counts, exhale 5 counts as we pat the water. We're in a shallow pool. Let's pat the water. We ready? Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's slow it down a little. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to straighten my legs, heels together. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open those legs. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One goes forward, one goes toward the floor. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch that. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten them out. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2. Straight up again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3. Down low. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2. One up, one down. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both up. We're almost there. Exhale. Good. Tabletop. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2. Done. Good. Head down. Knees in. Rock and roll side to side. Good. So if you're a counter, you probably recognize that we went over 100 there. That's okay. It's good for us. Felt good, right? Good. So the 100 is like a warm-up for our ab series, which is a warm-up for the rest of class. So if you weren't feeling warm yet, here we go. We're going to go ahead and go through that ab series today. just a typical ab series. We're going to start with our double bent leg stretch, and then we'll go to our single bent leg stretch. Then we'll do our double straight leg stretch, single straight leg stretch, and then some crisscross and some oblique work after that. So shoulders are back and down here. If you need to leave your head down at any time, take it down and just do the leg work. That works well. We're going to reach long through the head if you can. Pretend to tuck a pencil under the chin and round up. Now you're looking right at your belly button here the entire time. The hands rest on the shins and squeeze them in. So now I've got the small back really pressed into the mat, and I could really touch my knees right to the forehead if I wanted to. Pull those abs in tight. Inhale and exhale. Tuck in. Inhale and exhale. 2. Squeeze the legs together. 3. Let's do 8 today. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Good. Can you stay with me? Leave your head down if you need to take a break. We're going to go into single bent leg stretch. So right hand below the right knee on the shin, left hand above the ankle. Reach on up. We're going to inhale for 2 pulses. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Now, again, your head is tired. You take it down. And if those legs don't want to extend too deep or the small back comes off the mat, you're going to extend long and up. Good work. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. And there's 8. And 8. Good. Bring your head down. Rock and roll side to side. Same 2 exercises, but we're going to work on straightening those legs. So if when we were standing, you had a hard time placing your fingers or hands down onto the mat, then I want you to recognize that you're probably not going to be able to keep your legs completely straight, and that's okay. Just pay attention to where your hands are placed during this movement. So if you cannot straighten your legs all the way, your hands will be right behind your hamstrings. So for me, this actually feels pretty comfortable. I'd love to stay right here, but I'm going to work on straightening them. So you're going to try to bring the legs a little bit higher and straighter if possible. So the straighter they are, the farther up your hands can reach, right? So I'm going to be able to grab pretty close to those ankles. Don't grab the actual ankles, pretty close to it. Some people might even be able to grab the heels instead of, the lower backs of the calves there. Feel free to grab those. Just don't grab your actual joint there. So we're going to do the double bent straight leg stretch where we pull, open the arms and come back in. Head and neck can stay down or up. Ready? We're going to do 8 and then we're going to switch right into single legs. Reach long through the head and neck. Tuck that pencil under the chin. Round up. Slide the hands up as far as you can with the legs remaining straight. No bent knees if your hands are above them, below them. Belly in tight. Inhale, pull in. Exhale, open and bring those hands around. Now I want you to keep your small back pressed into the mat. Good. Squeeze the light out from between those thighs. 4. Now you might even press those thighs so close together that the heels turn in and the toes turn out. That works. Squeeze. There's 6. Give me 2 more if you got it, or take a break if you need it. And last time, please. And 8. Good. Now same thing with the straight legs. You might end up bringing yourself here. You might stay here, or you might be able to walk your hands up closer. So I'm going to get a little external rotation, turning those toes out a little bit. Reach long through the head and neck. Slide the hands up where you can. Inhale, pull, and exhale, switch. Now you notice that I'm not scissoring too big to begin. I'm just going to get a little deeper. Keeping that small back in. Inhale, exhale, switch. Point those toes long. Belly in tight. Small back remaining in the mat. And I'm giving a nice gentle tug on the leg. Good. I lost count. I think one more should do us. Is that 8? And 8. Good. And tuck those knees in. Head down. Rock and roll side to side. So often we just do 6 of that series, and we did 8 today. So I'm going to give you a little break for your head before we go right into the crisscross. And what we're going to do here is a little bit of a hip lift, which is going to work through the obliques and lower abdominals, which is really important. So we're going to bring those legs straight up toward the ceiling here. Now, I would prefer you just kept them both like this, but I think I'm going to bend a knee just to show you the hip and how it's moving. I don't know. We'll see what visually works better. We're just going to lift one hip at a time. I guess actually having my feet up, you could see better. And we're going to press a heel toward the ceiling. So place your hands on the mat, squeeze your feet in, nice flexed foot, inhale, and exhale. Just pick a leg. I'm going to start on my left, the back leg here, and I'm just going to push it up with the hip. Squeeze up. 8, 7, 6, belly in tighter. 5, just the heel. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Squeeze 8. Squeeze 7, squeeze 6, squeeze 5. Feel a little pressure into the arm, but it's not doing the work. And 2, and 1. Good. Bend your knees, rock and roll side to side, hands on those shins if you need it. Now we're going to go into our crisscross. So I'm going to build this all up. This is often what we do with the crisscross. We actually do quite a few repetitions of this one. And I'm going to have everybody start with their head down. And we're all going to build up as far as you can go. So if you need to get off that bus a little bit sooner than all the way at the end of the ride, that's okay. You just kind of finish with what works best for you, whether it's cutting the reps short or sticking with one of those movements that feels better for you than going all the way to the, we'll end up with a straight leg crisscross scissor combo, I guess I would call it. So fingertips come behind the ears. Now remember, you're not trying to support your head even when it comes up with your position here. If you would like to have your head up and you need to support it, I want you to place the hand on the base of your hair and let that head relax into your hand. Don't pull with your hand, but rather support it, okay? So big difference between me pulling myself up or that head relaxing into the hand and the hand working. So I want you to keep that in mind if you need to support the head. So fingertips behind the ears, shoulders back and down. Reach long through the head and neck. Tuck that pencil under the chin. Just kidding. Keep the head down first, I said. Now, we're going to take the right knee and cross it to the left shoulder. Squeeze. And then go the other way. Squeeze. Make it a little bit more challenging. Extend that leg. Good. So that's kind of bus stop number 2. You want to stay on? You want to keep going? Or you want to just stay here? Absolutely fine either way. You're getting a really big stretch through the hip as well as work right into those sides of your abdominals, those oblique muscles. Good. So I'm going to go ahead and change this a little bit. I'm going to take my leg straight up as the other knee comes in. And then I'm going to bring that head up. So knee, shoulder, shoulder to knee. Inhale and exhale. Good. So we're nearly at the full crisscross. Just a little bit more would be to extend that leg long and shoulder to knee. And shoulder to knee. Inhale and exhale. Good. And one more like that. And now, if you want to, straighten both those legs and do a crisscross. Shoulder to knee, extend down. Shoulder to knee, extend down. Good. How about one more each side? Perfect. Bring your head down. Leave your legs up. Good. Place your hands right on the mat next to you. Turn your heels together and toes apart. And this one I can't ever get on camera and show very well with that back leg. So realize I want both your legs to go as deep as you can. Reach long. Really squeeze the light out from between those thighs first. Point the toes. Open the legs. Not quite as deep as you can go this first time. Flex the feet. Toes down. Heels lead to come back in. This is called openings. Point the toes. Heels together. Squeeze the light out from between those thighs before you begin. Open. Flex the feet. Toes down. Lead with the heels. Excellent job. Point. Inhale. Flex. And squeeze. I want you to get a little bit deeper each time. if I can move over. Point, flex, squeeze in. 2 more, please. Point, flex, squeeze back in. So your abdominals are working as well as those legs. And in. Now keep your feet flexed, bend your knees. Squeeze those knees out to the outside of your shoulders if you can, and really open up. Flex your feet and squeeze those heels in toward each other. Inhale. And exhale, extend. Point the toes and pull back in, pressing the heels together. Flex the feet. Extend. Point the toes, pull back in. Really keep the pressure in the heels. Flex and extend. Belly tight. Pull back in. Keep that small back pressed in. Engage deep through those abdominals, using those really deep pelvic floor muscles. Ladies, those are the muscles with which we Kegel. Press. Press. Good work. 2 more, please. Flex, extend, point, pull in. So you're only extending as low as you can maintain that small back into the mat. Perfect. Now open those knees wider, flex the feet so those heels are not together any longer. I'm going to take that right heel and press it up toward the ceiling. Shoulders back, pull your abs in a little bit. That almost gives you a little pelvic tilt. You feel that? Inhale and exhale. Press that heel straight up toward the ceiling and bring it back out. Good. So just a single leg frog leg here. I want you to think about having a pizza tray on your foot and then smashing that pizza into the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now everybody's like, ooh, I want pizza for lunch. And squeeze. Inhale and exhale. Press it up. Keep that foot flexed the whole time. Good. 2 more. Now if this knee's getting uncomfortable, you can place it down instead. Good. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So I'm going to keep my hips open. Again, your hip isn't comfortable being open. Place that foot down. Flex the foot. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze that pizza onto the ceiling. Keep that foot flexed. 2, 3, belly in tighter. 4, 5, 6, 2 more please, 7, and 8. Perfect. All right, I want you to bring your knees together, and we're going to make a little knee circle each direction, and we're going to pause and then go the other way. So place your hands down. You might want them a little wider if you need a little bit more stability. That might help you just a little bit. Pull the abs up and in. Keep those knees bent and fused together as though you have a mermaid tail or a merman tail or a fish tail. So tuck in. And I'm going to take the knees toward the back wall and around and up. Good. Do it again. And let that hip come up off the mat as you come around. And again, switching directions each time. Inhale and exhale all the way through each circle. Inhale and exhale. Belly in tighter. And 1 more. Good. You want to change it up a little bit? You're feeling those hips getting a little sassy, feeling those lower abdominals. I'm going to start with just one leg straight and the other one bent. You ready? Inhale. And exhale. Go the other way. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time with this leg. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Keep those knees fused together. And around. Extend the other leg. Go away. Come back home. Inhale. And exhale. Good. 1 more time. Good. Now, we're going to try the even harder version. So either keep your knees bent, go to that one leg a couple more times on each side, or can you extend both legs long? Good. So I want you to really work on getting those hips up this time. We're going to get them even higher. So I'm actually going to start up. Tuck that in. If you can, you don't have to. And I'm going to come all the way down and around and end up and go again. Other way. Try to get a little bit lower out here. Good, nice and big. This is sometimes called around the world. Good. Way to articulate that spine and use those abs. Oh, yes, we are. Good. How about one more time? And I got to go the other way to make it even. That's right. Couldn't remember which way I started. Good. Stay up here with me if you can. Place your hands onto your hips, and that'll help you extend a little bit taller. Squeeze the belly button in. Flex your feet. Let's go for a bicycle ride. Just ride your bicycle right here, straight up toward the ceiling. Belly in. Good. Come comfy on that shoulder stand. Hips can be down if they're preferable that way. Good. And pause. Let's point the toes and reverse our bicycling. Go the other way. And just like on your bike, it's a little bit awkward to go the opposite direction, right? It just feels a little bit weirder. And 2 more. Good. Now, this is just a funny transition. If you want to, you just roll your hips down. I'm going to try. It's always not very pretty. I'm going to try to bend a knee and extend slowly. Oh, got a little less slow at the bottom. Now my hip is still up. Place both feet down, and now I'm in a shoulder bridge. All right, belly button in tight, shoulders back and down. Move back on my mat now. Shouldn't need too much room here. Yeah, that was way off, wasn't I? Okay, so shoulders are back. We're in a shoulder bridge. And I want you to think about some knee pressure here. So I want you to think about the knees being magnetically drawn toward one another, and they just can't quite make it. So squeeze up. Make sure your feet are about hip distance apart, no wider hip distance. So those knees should not touch. Squeeze through the abdominals, squeeze through the glutes, hamstrings, and quadriceps, right? Your hands are placed on the mat. Your shoulders are open like you're trying to open your clavicles, pressing the upper backs of the arms or your triceps right onto that mat for me. Good. Pull in. Lift up. Good. Let's come down. I want you to pull the abs in tight and articulate that spine down one vertebra at a time. Squeeze the knees in toward each other. Don't forget them. I did. Round, round, round. Now let the hips come back to neutral. Let's check our neutral hips real quick, our neutral spine. Make a triangle with your thumbs and fingers. Place the base of your pinky finger on the hips. All right, now curl your head up so you can see. And I want that triangle to be parallel with the floor. So I don't want the tip of the triangle to come too high. That would mean your pelvic bone were too high. And I don't want it to come too low, which would mean you're arching your spine. So just into neutral, where everything in that hip girdle is parallel with the floor. That's where I want you to begin and end each movement. Of course, we get into that spinal articulation, but I want you to keep it there. So go ahead and keep your hands there for a little bit of feedback, all right? Shoulders back, pull your abs in tight. We're gonna start with the pelvic tilt, as though you tied a string right on the end of your pubic bone, and you're gonna pull it toward your head. So first, you find yourself squeezing the small back end. Then you find yourself squeezing right through these lower abdominals into the hamstrings and glutes. And now peel yourself up, and your fingers should be pointed up and away. That's where your hips need to be. Good. Now you can release your hands if you want. Squeeze those legs in toward each other. Place your hands down. And we're going to just lift through the heels and then lift through the toes. So lift through the heels. Heels down, lift through the toes. Belly button in tight. Inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale, exhale, lift the toes. Inhale, exhale, press the toes. Inhale, exhale, lift the toes. Again, and press and lift. Engage through your calf muscles here if you were unsure what's supposed to be working. And of course, still those glutes, hamstrings, and lower hip girdle. Good. and press. Walking away. And good. Now we'll just alternate one heel, the other toe, and switch, and switch, and switch. Good. Press through those calves, team. Now don't let your hips move too much. They should stay pretty neutral here. Good. Are your feet walking away? Mine are. I'm going to walk them back in, and I'm going to bring them pretty close because I want you to come all the way onto your toes. Nice stiletto toes here. Shoulders back and down. Squeeze through the glutes. Pull your abs in, and I want you to just open your hips a little bit. So my knees are just a little wider than the shoulders. They're not all the way out. They're in control. Shoulders back. Make sure your hips don't lower. If you go too wide, your hips need to lower. So we're right here where the hips stay and we're open. Good. I want you to just squeeze in. 8, 7, 6. Belly in tighter. Squeeze 5. Squeeze 4. Squeeze 3. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. And 1. Good. Stay wide. One leg at a time. Squeeze in. Same leg. 7. 6. A lot of hip work today. You feeling it? 5. Getting a little sassy. 3. 2. And 1. Stay open with that one and bring the other one in. 8. 7. 6. Are you still on those toes, or did you have to drop to your heels? That's okay. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stay on those toes. Lift up and pull yourself down. Pull the abs in. Squeeze each and every vertebra into the mat. Squeeze those knees toward each other. Inhaling and exhaling. Hips to neutral. Drop the heels. Reach your arms long. And I want you to let the knees fall side to side. So just come to one side, keeping that shoulder down. This hip will come up, but the shoulder should stay down. Oh, that feels lovely. Good. Inhale and exhale to the other side. And just kind of look the opposite way of those knees. Good. Again, inhale and exhale. Now, some people might want to even stretch that leg long and get that big stretch all the way through. If that's you, take that option. And come in, go to the other side. Just don't kick anybody, right? And extend. I can't get quite as far. The wall's in the way. You move away from your wall if that's your problem. I'm trying to stay in your screen so I'm not moving too much. All right, shoulders back and down. We are going to bring ourselves up. I want you to just keep your feet on the mat here. And we're going to roll ourselves up. So reach long, inhale. Exhale. Your arms can come overhead and then up. Press that small back in. If you need to grab behind, take that option. Try to keep the feet on the floor. Mine wanted to come up and come tall. Excellent. Roll the shoulders and grab a drink if you need it. We're going to articulate the spine down one at a time, and we're going to get deeper and deeper and deeper till we're all the way down and moving into our roll up. So be prepared for that next section. Good. All right. So keep your feet down here and your knees bent. Shoulders back and down. I'm just going to extend the arms here. Shoulders down, and they're extending right from that shoulder joint. So I'm not raising that shoulder up. I don't want it next to the ear. I want the shoulders back and down and then coming from around the rib cage. That almost makes you hollow out your belly a little bit more. That's the intention, right? So squeeze the knees together. Come super tall. Tuck the chin just a little bit. Pull the abs in. And we're going to come just to the back side of the tailbone. And then come back up tall. Inhale and exhale. I want you to go about 2 vertebrae deeper. And come back up. Inhale, back down. And exhale, back up. Good. Just getting a little deeper and deeper each time. Good. You find it a little bit harder to get back up, right? That's the goal here, team. Make it a challenge. Maybe you're all the way onto that small back. Maybe then you come back up. Try not to do what I just did and extend the legs. I'm talking and not concentrating. all the way down, all the way up. Good. Now we're going to come all the way down and stay there just a moment. Tuck and roll. Slow, slower. Good, and in control. Reach those arms overhead, and we're going to go ahead and start with our feet just like this into a modified roll up, and then if you want, we'll extend the legs long. So everybody's going to try this. Thumbs down, pinkies up. Squeeze the small back in. See how I wanted to be arched here? That feels good. It's a good stretch. It's not what we're doing. Pull the abs in. Reach long. Inhale and exhale. Tuck the chin. Grab behind the thighs, keeping the feet on the mat. Rounded through those shoulders. Rounded through the spine. All the way up. And tall. Good. Now grab those behind the thighs there and roll back down. Release. Excellent. So if that one was pretty challenging, I want you to stay there. If you want to go a little bit to the next level and you can maintain the feet in contact with the mat all the way through, you can extend those legs, arms up overhead, engage through the feet so they're nice and flexed. Pull the abs up and in. Squeeze that small back. Inhale. And exhale up. Round that spine away from you. Good. Come tall at top, and we'll add in a nice forward extension. Inhale. And exhale, reach long toward the feet. Grab them if you want or can. Pull the abs in tight. Stack back tall and roll back. So you might need to bend your knees again here. I actually find it's a little bit easier to keep them extended on the way down, but you find what works for you. Remember, we're rounding that spine, small back down before the mid back, before the shoulders. Good. Let's do it again. Squeeze through the glutes, squeeze the small back in, engage the legs. So nothing is not working here. Everything is working together. Shoulders back and down. Inhale and exhale, tuck. Feel that small back pressing in. Rounding up, one vertebra at a time. Engage the legs. Belly in tight. Inhale and exhale, reach. A little farther. Good, belly button in, stack back up tall. Inhale and exhale, down again. So the slow controlled movements is the main portion of this exercise. Really staying in control. Down and up. All right, one more time like this. Pull the abs in tight. Inhale and exhale, tuck. Press that small back in before you come up. Engage those legs. Inhale and exhale, reach. Shoulders to the outside. Reach farther past those toes if you can. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. We're going to change this into a teaser. So we're going to start with a little bit of a modification. We're going to come with the feet bent. We've already done this, so we're just going to do it one time, and then we're going to engage one leg at a time. Good. So all the way back. Arms don't have to come all the way overhead if you don't want to. That engages a little bit of momentum, so if you need it, you might want it. But we're going to come up so those arms are at the same angle as the knees. I'm going to come in just a little bit closer. Inhale and exhale up and reach. Tuck and roll back down. And if you want, we'll do one leg up. Ready? Inhale and exhale up. Reach and back down. Stay on that leg for me. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale up. Reach and back. I said 2, I meant 1. 2 times total. Extend the other leg. Inhale and exhale up. Reach. Good. Shoulders back. Nice long arms. This should look elegant and graceful. I always say that's not a word often used to describe me. Pull those abs in. Squeeze through the glutes. And up. And down. Good. You want to try it, make it a little bit harder. We'll put both legs out there, just hanging out in the middle of the air there. We'll come up again. Try that twice. And then we'll try a full dead hang teaser where everything's on the mat and everything comes up. I'm not very good at these, so you might look better than me. If you are, fantastic. Inhale and exhale up. Oh, see, I missed it. I'm going to try it again. And hold. Inhale and exhale, tuck. Good, you got one more, belly in tight. Squeeze that small back in. That might mean you need to start with the legs up and extend as you come up if that small back won't stay in. Good. Feel those quads, team? Good. All right, now the dead hang teaser. Everything comes long and everything comes up. This is a big challenge for me too. Again, if you're better than me, give yourself a pat on the back. We're going to squeeze in. Not that that's that hard to accomplish. Pull the abs in. Inhale and exhale. Everything up. And back down. One more time. You've got it. You've got it. Pull those abs in. You're going to stick with any of those modifications. Now, shoulders back. Lift those legs a little higher. Reach the arms up and down. 6, 5, 4. Oh, my legs are dropping. 3, 2, 1. And down we go. Nice job. Bring those knees in. Rock and roll side to side. Release that small back. Hello, small back. You have worked hard. Perfect. All righty. We're going to stay right here. Place those feet down a little bit wider than the mat. And we're actually going to do an oblique roll up. So I'm going to try to get this elbow. For me, it's my right elbow. You probably might want to start on your opposite side. Or I'm going to try to get this elbow to the outside of this knee by rolling up. So I'm going to reach all the way across. The shoulder's going to kind of twist as well. Now I want you to pay attention to your small back. And if it doesn't love this one, then I'm going to show you a different way to do it. So instead of rolling all the way up, which team, this is not easy, you're going to just kind of do a good reach and come back down instead of that roll. You ready? Inhale and exhale. Reach and roll. Oh, keep the feet down. And back down. And I'm actually going to stay on that side. Try to press the feet into the mat. Inhale and exhale. Down and up. And down. It's almost like an X movement, right? I'm starting here. I'm ending down there. Inhale and exhale. All the way down. Good. How about one more? I think that's about 4. Maybe if you have a kid around, you could have them sit on your feet. Or maybe a cat, yeah? You can get your cat to sit on your feet, one on each side to keep them steady. We're going to reach up and go the opposite way. Inhale and exhale up. Now, one of the things you could do that's a little bit of a crutch is to actually press this elbow in and keep it anchored. Not my favorite thing. I'd prefer you didn't, but if you need it, that can help. One more, team. You've got it, you've got it, you've got it. Inhale and exhale. And stay tall for me. Nice. I'm getting a good sweat up. I like it. Good. We're going to bring ourselves into a side position to work on our side planks. We're going to end with our regular planks and push-ups, and then we'll be done for the day. Happy Friday, yes? So for a side plank position, we're actually going to build ourselves up to a little side plank action. So I want you to bring your hip right to the middle of your mat and your hand out here just to begin. So we're not going to do too many. We're just going to do 3 or 4 of each one of these. And then when we get up into the actual side plank, we'll add on a couple of reps. So we're just going to start by kind of warming up the hips and the abs a little bit more than they have been. So pretend that you have tied a string around those knees so they are nice and together. And we're just going to pull that string back behind. Good. Just a couple here. How about 2 more? 4 sounds good. Feels good. 3, 4. Good. Now, leave your knees down and just lift your hips. 4. Reach that arm up and over. 3. That feels good too. And 1 more. 1. Good. Now, I want you to extend the top leg, but leave the bottom leg bent, but line it up. So I'm going to bring that knee back a little bit more and pull those abs in. It almost feels like I need to squeeze the top side of my belly toward you to get in position here. And then just lift up. Good. So here should feel okay. I can tell my arm is a little bit past my shoulder, so I'm going to go ahead and switch that around. Good. So shoulders back, same thing, just reach and back in. Now if you want to reach that top leg, take that option. And 4. Good, stay here. Now we're going to lift that bottom knee. Are you ready? Inhale and exhale, lift. 1, 2, I need my foot on my mat. 3, 4, good. How you doing? All right, last thing, just our final side plank. Should have lost those a while ago. I'm going to stack my feet, but you might be more comfortable keeping that bottom knee down. You might feel more comfortable staggering your feet. Whatever you want. We've got 4 more. Shoulders back. Draw those abs up and in. Inhale, like you've got a string on your hips this time. And lift. Good. Hold. And come down. Good. That's 1. We've got 3 more to go. I'm going to add on a little bit each time. Not something you have to do, just an option. Shoulders back. You might want to make a fist here if your wrist is upset. Hold on to a weight. That can help as well. Inhale and exhale up. Hold. I'm just going to lift that top leg. And down. Bend the knees. Bring that hip down. How you doing? 2 more. Roll that wrist out if you're done here. Take a break and get set up to go on the other side. Good. This time we're going to thread the needle. Inhale and exhale up. Good. Look at that top thumb. Bring it down around. Tap that back shoulder and back up. And bend the knees to come back down. Nice. 1 more. I'm going to stagger my feet this time so I can do a full twist. So I'm actually going to come onto my toes, lifting those hips up into a nice pike while I do that thread the needle. Ready? This is a fun one. Inhale and exhale up. Good. Lift onto the toes. Push the hips back. Tuck under. Come back in and down. Nice work. Roll the wrist out. I know it was a lot in a row. That's why we didn't do too many, but kind of building up. All right, ready? Stack those knees. Tie them together. Inhale and exhale. Pull. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull the belly button in. Lift just the hips. Reach over. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, extend that top leg and lift the hips again. Inhale and exhale. 4, 3. Maybe you want to lift that leg with you. 2, and 1. All right, now we've got the 4 full planks if you can do them. Remember, you're going to stick with one of those options if it feels better for you. And remember, one side may be different than the other. So kind of see what works. So I'm going to go ahead and stack my feet again. Shoulders back. Inhale and exhale, lift. Just hold this first one. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees to come back down. Just want you to be careful of the shoulder there. So if that doesn't feel comfortable for your shoulder, you might even want to be on your forearm. Sorry, I should have said that sooner. That can help as well. All right, we're going to go again. This time I'm going to add on. I lifted that leg the first time. Inhale, exhale up. Can you lift? Inhale, exhale down, and bend, and come back down. You're doing great. You've got 2 more, team. All right, so this next one, I threaded the needle. Inhale, exhale up. Thread that needle, just coming through. And up, and bend, and down. Nice. Last time, if you can, twist. So I'm going to go ahead and stagger my feet. Shoulders back and down. Inhale and exhale up to the toes. Push back, tap, open, and come down. Awesome work. All right, come into your favorite plank position. So I'm going to talk you through this plank, and I want you to come into your position and hold it. I probably will do a little bit of my plank, but then I just want you to hear what I'm saying, so you don't need to be watching so much. So you might be on your forearms. You might be on your hands. You might be on your knees. If you do that, I always recommend you go ahead and cross those ankles so that the weight is more on your quadriceps and less on your patella. Or you might be on your toes. So I'm going to go just a notch higher than I typically do. I like toes and hands. That's kind of my favorite plank. So I'm going to go just a little bit harder and do a forearm plank. Not too different, just a little bit. Shoulders are back. I'm going to engage all the way through my legs and glutes, all the way up into those abs. Now remember, you are a plank, one long straight piece of wood. Your hips don't come up before the chest or the other way around. So come up. And I just want you to hold that. So listen to me here. You're holding your plank. I'm not, all right? So I want you to think about all the way from the head to the toes what you should be doing. If you are on your forearms, you're looking straight down where the mat meets the floor. If you're on your hands, you're looking about 18 to 24 inches ahead of you. Now into your neck, making sure that that's long and extended. Shoulders are backing down and they're going to come to the outside of your rib cage, right? All right, now onto your abdominals. If I were going to come and punch you in the stomach right now, could you flex and make those even harder? That's what I'm looking for. On into the glutes. Engage, squeeze through those hips, quadriceps, hamstrings. To hold this a little bit longer, you can shift your weight forward and back a smidge, just a couple times. Inhale and exhale. I want you to lower yourself down slowly. You did it. Nice work. We're not quite done. We've got one set of push-ups here. I want you to do a nice tricep push-up, which means your hands are right under your shoulders and the inner part of your arms makes contact with your rib cage all the way through. We're going to shoot for 8. Most of us need to do these on our knees. You might even find that you need to be on all fours, elbow pits forward, and bringing that nose down instead of the chest. So, being on your knees typically means that you need to cross those ankles. Tuck those elbows in and pull them back and down. Fingers should be facing away from you, out toward your head. Now, once again, think of yourself as a plank. Pull the abs in tight. Inhale and exhale up. Now, I typically have my hands just a little farther out than I want them. So I typically kind of engage there. Rotate your elbow pits forward and squeeze through your glutes, making yourself in a nice long line. That should draw your shoulder blades back and down your head and neck long. You're going to come down, barely touch the chest, and back up. That's 8. Squeeze those glutes and abs. And 7. And 6. Abs tighter. 5. 4. 3. 2. Do these on the wall if you need to. And 1. Did you do it? Nice work. Bring those hips back over the heels. All right, it's time to calm down. I'm going to say calm down. Cool down. Hopefully we're okay. Not too upset. Need to calm that heart rate down just a little maybe. All right, breathe. Inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling out through pursed lips. Now I want you to feel yourself pulling your hips away from your hands a little bit more here. And then I'm going to actually let those hips go side to side over the heels. Good work. All right, I want you to place your head down onto the mat and tuck your chin in as much as you can. Bring your hands back so your palms are up. Now, you can just keep this stretch right here, but if you want to carefully stretch your neck, you can push just a little through the hips to stretch that neck. Now, you're not going to go so far that you have any pain. This is just a stretch. Good. And one more. I'm going to loosen my ponytail so I can get even deeper here. I'll fix it in a second. I know it'll be pretty, I'm sure. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to try to roll toward the back of my head. Not too much pressure there, just a stretch. Not putting the weight on the back of the head, just a stretch. Good. And come back up. Good. Take a second. Hopefully you're not dizzy. Perfect. All right. I want you to take one leg out so you're on all fours. Put one to the front and one to the back. And extend that back heel. Push up through the knee pit here. Nice long runner's lunge. The knee is right over the ankle. Can you see that? I'm not way out here. That knee is over the ankle. So that means if you're out farther, if you can't see your toes through your knee, you're going to press back into that back heel and up into that knee pit. Inhale, exhale, and we'll switch that. And up, and press back. Good. Sorry, I'm sure my hair is all kinds of crazy right now. Good work. Oh, that feels lovely on those hips. Inhale and exhale. Bring that foot forward, hands on the inside. I'm just gonna turn to face you. You can stay on your mat. Hands on the inside, feet on the outside, and come down into like a little frog position. Hands to the middle, shoulders back. And if you want to, you can use your elbows to kind of open those hips just a little bit. Breathe. Good, I want you to straighten your legs, keeping your hands on the mat. Can you do that? And up. And down. 1. And again. 2. 1 more down. And then straighten those legs. Good. Now, I want you to push your weight a little bit forward into the hands for a big stretch. Pull your shoulders back. Push forward. Feel that stretch through the back side of the legs. Now push your weight back a little bit. Be careful with your balance. Good. Draw your abs up. Grab behind your calves. 1 more big stretch. Head relaxed. Pull your abdominals in. Let your hands relax. And stack yourself up 1 vertebra at a time. Good. Getting taller and taller. Shoulders come back. Neck and head come up last. Shoulders back and down. First position, final breath. Yeah? Good job today. Inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, reach up. Good, a little bit taller. Turn the fingertips away from one another. Belly in. And now let's reach those arms down and long. A little farther. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent job. Thanks so much for joining me. So glad to have you today. Hopefully I will see you again soon at this class or another. Remember, you can look up all the classes that have been offered at Four Seasons virtually on their website, where it goes, you're going to go into training, and then it says train with your favorite trainer or instructor. You can click on that. You can find, I think it's under my name or Pilates, I can't remember. I also have some Bar to the Beat classes on that, a muscle mix class, I think, or a lot, not all, but a lot of my classes are also on my YouTube, and it's just Kim Hillard. So if you want to share that or find my classes that way, if it's easier for you to throw up a YouTube on your TV or something, that's a good outlet. So again, Kim Hillard with Four Seasons. Hope to see you again soon. Have a wonderful day.